So why would anyone be spending their hard-earned money to buy physical silver when it doesn't seem to be going anywhere? In fact, it seems to be losing ground. Okay, so there's a comment that was left on the last video I posted, the last podcast, me and 5150 done, that kind of sums up the frustration of the atmosphere around silver right now, I believe. And so I'm going to address a few of those things and hopefully motivate you to continue to put that silver in your stack. Also, after you've watched enough of this video to determine if you like it or not, and you're still here, you might consider giving me a thumbs up. Thumbs up really helps my channel out. It's the best and easiest way you can support my channel. Also, if you like content like this, then you might want to consider subscribing. Ringing that bell, you'll be notified as soon as I put out another video. Hi everyone, Silver Joker here. Alright, so let me just say this before we get into this, that I'm going to read this comment that a viewer named Midnight Silver Run left on our last podcast. I just think the comment was interesting and it deserves some response from me. Okay, so Midnight Silver Run writes, silver has been overpriced for a while now and will continue to drop back to prices that are relative to its actual value. Silver isn't a hedge against inflation, and it's not the best place to store your wealth. It is a way to spend more on something than it's actually worth. Then it leaves you hoping you can recoup that cost later when it supposedly hits some number that it most likely never will hit. Okay, so he's entitled to his opinion. I told you guys that I like comments like this. So my purpose here is not to single Midnight Silver Run's comment out to be argued, to kind of rebut what he's saying point by point. That is not my intention here, so I'm not going to do that. I simply used his comment to kind of represent a lot of comments that I get similar to this. So I'll start off just by saying this before I go forward, that there's one thing about this that just screams to me, and that is when he said silver will eventually fall back to its actual value. And I take that to mean that he's referring to spot price, what silver spot price is. And so you guys know, if you follow my channel at all, that I don't believe that silver spot price is the price of your silver. The price of your physical silver is what you're willing to pay someone for physical silver and what you're willing to accept for your physical silver. Okay, so you have got to decide if stacking physical silver is good for you. I mean, it's as simple as that. Physical silver, buying physical silver is absolutely not for everyone. To determine if buying physical silver is right for you, you need information. And I'm not talking about someone's opinion on YouTube, and I include myself in that. I cannot give you information. I can't present information to you sufficient for you to make a decision whether stacking physical silver is right for you. And really, obviously, it's because I'm biased. I believe that physical silver is the best thing you can do for your financial future. Now, that is true for me. And I believe that physical silver is a very positive thing. So I'm going to come at you from that point of view. I'm going to give you that point of view. I'm very passionate about that, and I believe that you really cannot go wrong by stacking physical silver. Now, that's true for me, my beliefs, and that's important. It's what I believe. And so I share these things with you not to kind of lead your thinking in any particular direction, but just to kind of open your mind, kind of give you something to think about, so that if you do decide that stacking physical silver is right for you, then it will motivate you to find the information you need to determine if stacking physical silver is right for you. Now listen, I love YouTube. YouTube has opened opportunities for me that I would not have had if I hadn't joined YouTube, the Silver Stack community in particular. But I want to just tell you this: you are not going to find the answers that you need to make the decision you want to make about stacking physical silver by simply watching YouTube videos. I mean, YouTube is motivational, it is inspirational, and it can even be informative. It can give you information. But YouTube doesn't know you personally. It doesn't understand the challenges that you face in your financial decisions. It doesn't understand your strengths or your weaknesses. I mean, you can be inspired to become a pilot by watching YouTube videos. I'm sure that's happened. But you're going to have to turn YouTube off and go to where they're teaching you to fly if you want to be a pilot. So that's how I view stacking physical silver. You can be motivated by my videos or whoever's videos you're watching when it comes to stacking physical silver. You can be motivated, you can be inspired, you can love the information that we give you. But until you go out and do a honest gut level self-appraisal about what you can realistically do, I would say that this is not the place to make those decisions. Be inspired by YouTube. You have to be proactive if you're going to try to decide if stacking physical silver is for you, because it's not for everyone. I know this because when I first started stacking silver, or when I first started buying silver, I really put myself into some really tough places because I was spending money for physical silver that I didn't have to spend for physical silver. And so I really almost messed myself up financially by doing this. And so I'm telling you from experience that if you don't really look at it, if you don't really go and do some research and find out if physical silver is right for you personally, you really run the risk of putting yourself into some really tight spots. And if you boil away all the technical stuff surrounding physical silver, all the numbers, all the charts and all that other kind of stuff, all the things that people want to say technically about physical silver and its benefits or non-benefits and all these kind of things, if you boil all that stuff away, physical silver, buying physical silver for your financial health is a journey. Like any other journey, it's a journey. It's a day-by-day, step-by-step process to better your financial future. That's how I see it. And on this journey, there are going to be challenges. That's just the way it is. We have gotten accustomed, when I say we, I mean we as, modern human beings have gotten accustomed to wanting things to be easy. I believe the harder things are, the more we appreciate them and the more we're going to benefit from them. I mean, if you're lifting weights to stay healthy, you have to challenge that with more weight. If it was real easy, if there was no resistance, you wouldn't benefit from it. And unless you're committed, unless you believe that physical silver is right for you, when these storms come, like the ones we're in now, with the struggle between premiums and spot price and that gap between the two, when those things happen, then we lose faith. We lose our dedication, and we wind up doing stuff with our physical silver that may not be beneficial. And so the point I'm trying to make in this is value is what you expect physical silver to do for you, not what you're going to gain financially from having it. The access that having physical silver in your personal possession will give you in the future. And I'm willing to bet that it's going to be a positive thing. If you can get past the numbers and see physical silver for what it really is designed to do for you, I believe you'll be a lot more comfortable with the decisions you've made to stack it and to continue to stack it, to stay the course. When you're making financial decisions, don't base it on someone's opinion on YouTube, because that will not be healthy for you. And this is my personal opinion. And believe me, I include myself in what I'm telling you. I will try to motivate you to stack physical silver, but I want you to be motivated to figure out if it's right for you personally. Anyway, I hope this was informative on some level. Put in the comments what you think. I love reading them. We're just going to stay the course. We're going to continue to keep the silver train rolling because we know that this is not the end of the journey, that the journey is ongoing. And we're going to continue to do the things that we know are the right things to do for our financial health going forward. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. Keep stacking. Peace.